'cause I'm an island boy. I'm just trying to make it. Say I'm an island boy. Who else has a spouse that really, really loves Halloween? Don't even tell me there's another one. There's another one. Let's floor it. Oh, 6,500 RPM. Whoa, ho. 90, 100, 105, 110. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We're back at it today. No, we're not working on the all-road. Oops, all-road. My bad, I'm kidding. It's an A6 Avant, not an all-road. But today, we are back with the BMW. It's an E36, if I'm not mistaken, a 1996 318 convertible. If you haven't been following along, I bought this car from Copart. It was ridiculously cheap, like $425, and I expected the absolute worst, and I think I got the best. It's a really good looking car. The headlights are a little foggy, but it's got brand new tires. It's got a really nice convertible top. I cleaned up the back window. It's a little foggy, but I mean, you can see through it. It's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. The car looks really, really good, especially considering it's from 1996. Now, to help us with this job, I contacted my friends at FCP Euro, and I want to give them a big shout out and thank you for hooking us up with a few gallons of the appropriate antifreeze and a new radiator. In case you guys missed the last video, yes, the radiator in this thing has a tiny little leak, and instead of using stop leak or something to cover it up, I contacted FCP Euro. They said, we're going to send you out a new radiator, expansion tank, radiator cap, and coolant. Thank you very much to FCP Euro. And remember, if you go to FCP Euro, everything you buy there, aside from like aerosol cans and fluids and stuff, lifetime warranty, guys. Lifetime warranty. That's right. Things like brakes, shocks, struts, bolts, nuts, screws, lifetime warranty, guys. You're not going to beat FCP Euro's prices. You're not going to beat their customer service. I've been using them for a long, long time on the rare occasion that I end up with a European car, and they have always been super good to me. So I highly recommend them. Go check them out, fcpeuro.com. All right, so here we go. I've never done a radiator on one of these before, so this should be interesting. First of all, it's not hot. I started it and I moved it out here. And, you know, first thing I'm going to do is take off the radiator cap. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look for the drain cock for the cooling system. It'll be under there somewhere or on the side over here. I don't see it. That figures. It's going to make me climb underneath. The next thing I got to do is figure out what do we got to do to get the radiator out. Well, there's this happy little air intake here, so I'm going to assume a lot of this stuff has to come out. Little plastics. This looks like comes off with a couple of tins. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 little Phillips head screws, and I think this takes this cover here off. And then, well, you know the story. Hose, connector. Oh wow, look, a connector. Oh my goodness. We'll do that off camera. Yeah. Anyway, let's get this plastic stuff out of the way and figure out where we're at. All right, so I went ahead and removed the cover over here, and this thing is about the most ridiculous looking thing I've ever seen. I don't know. You got foam with some metal coils. You've got this thing. This is stupid. I would probably opt for a cold air intake on this, but anyway, let's just skip that for now. Next step is I want to get this little plastic cover off. And guys, I'm using nothing, but obviously I'm not at the shop. I don't have my lift. I don't have any of my nice fancy tools. This is just a little toolkit that I got that says Duralast on it right there. Just a little toolkit, a couple screwdrivers, and a gravel drive here. This is all I've got. So we've got a couple of metal ones up there. These plastic ones you got to get your finger behind. These are these weird clips. Another one right here, you got to kind of pull with your fingernail while you turn them. I love these. Let me tell you, these things are just they're awful. They're absolutely ridiculous. Looks like we got a couple more right here. And yes, I don't have a Phillips screwdriver here. I am literally using an extension with a Duralast Phillips socket. We're going old school like we used to back in the old days. All right, I think with that, that should be enough to, you know what? We gotta pop these stupid clips out. All right, so get you a screwdriver down in there and just pop those clips out right there. There we go. And now, I think this whole plastic piece here will come off. We'll set it out of the way, try not to lose anything. And now we can see the little radiator. The one part that I don't know about is how in the heck, ooh, okay. Maybe I should read up on this before I, yeah, I don't know. Somebody zip tied the fan shroud up here, so that's not factory, but we do have a factory screw over there. For the zip tie, I guess we just, yeah, zip tie's done. So we got one side off. I got to figure out how do you release this. This is weird. It's got an arrow pointing to this, so I assume this does something. That seems like it just tightens it. All right, so here's the one I found in the glove box, and I'm trying to basically figure out how this thing works. So it attaches to the core support here, and then it just kind of latches down. Yeah. Okay, like that. Then if I stick my screwdriver in it and twist a little bit, it will pop up. So I'm going to try the same thing over here. Let me stick the screwdriver in here. And of course, yeah, that doesn't work. That absolutely doesn't work like it just did. Are we gonna break it? We're gonna break it. Guys, I got it. You just kind of shove it, just like that. Shove the screwdriver in it, come over here, look at this one. We did it on this side too. So we have now released the radiator from these clips here. So she's pretty much loose. We've got an upper hose right here. We've got a lower hose over here, way down here. Okay. We've got two 10mm bolts holding some type of a cooler, probably a trans cooler or something, onto the front of the radiator. Of course, the shroud, it has an electric fan on it, but I think there's just one tab back here we pry off. It's just a matter of getting the hose off. Hose is off. Come on, there we go. Get that tab out of there. Tell me there aren't more on the bottom. There we go. Okay, see how this fan shroud just slides off here? That's nice. Just sit it back out of the way. You got access to your radiator. Take off two hoses. And actually, that's going to be the automatic trans cooler, I think is what that is. It's the automatic transmission cooler. Couple hoses. Looks like 1, 2, 3. And I think this thing might just come out. All right, time to take off that oil cooler. I'm going to try my best not to drop anything here, but knowing me, I probably will. And we'll focus on the hoses next. Well, this little car is pretty easy to work on, guys. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually a breeze, really enjoyable. This is interesting. Check out check out somebody's handiwork here. They actually grinded down a nut so they could stick it in the radiator and hold that cooler on. I wonder if that's an aftermarket, like some type of an aftermarket external cooler, or if that's factory. I honestly don't know. Oh, this brings back memories, man. Reminds me of Turtleback. Reminds me of Bluebird Drive. Yeah, working on the ground. Just a few little tools. Honestly, I think I might actually kind of prefer it this way. Oh, man. This is the life right here, guys, I'm telling you. Okay, that should be the last hose loosened up. We should be ready to pull out this radiator now. All right, not to worry, anything leaking out of this is just water. Remember, it had a leak. I've put plenty of distilled water in it. There shouldn't be any more coolant in this thing. So what I've done is I've disconnected this. Well, you can't see it, so don't worry about it. It's not important. We have the fan shroud laying on the ground. You can see the front of the motor. Everything looks really nice. And I just saw this. How cool is this? This is your spark plug coil. All of your plug wires go from here, and I'm assuming they must run under here, under this cover. Anyway, we got this upper hose here. Let's see if we can This actually comes off a little too easily, doesn't it? Well, it concerns me when things when things go too easily. And then what do we got? This one right here. Oh, okay. There's still a little something in there. That is all of the hoses. And I think we are ready to actually remove this from the car now. All right. Uh-oh. Well, it's not ready to come out. There are a pair of interesting lines on the bottom of it. Those must go to this transmission cooler right here. So why is this attached to my radiator? Okay, so they had a nice little plastic clip way down at the bottom of the radiator that you can't see and you can't get to, and I think... Oh, don't tell me there's another one. Don't even tell me there's another one. There's another one. Okay, now that we've had our fun with that, I think, hey, there we go. Very simple little radiator. All right, so here we go. Let's open this up. We want to make sure they match. In fact, you should have done this before you ever took out your old radiator, because at this point, well, you're screwed. So it's FCP Euro though, and I can tell you, I've never had an issue with anything they've sent me not being the right product. Not to say it doesn't happen, but I have yet to experience it, so here we go. Let's take a look at this beautiful, brand new, lifetime warranty radiator here. They've even got it attached on here. Really, this thing's packaged great, guys. It is packaged really, really well, and I can tell you, this looks exactly like the radiator we just took out. All right, new radiator versus old radiator. They look identical, right? They look good. We do have a little mount right here we're gonna wanna take off. You don't wanna lose that. That'll go onto the bottom of here. Okay, everything looks good. Looks identical. I think there's only one thing we gotta change over here, and that is this. This is a plug, and here we have some type of a temperature and or level sensor. We're gonna wanna get that swapped out real quick. And I think we can just drop this back in. Relatively simple, guys. We're halfway there. Well, as you can see, we've been losing daylight here. Putting that that happy little radiator cooler back in was kind of a bear at the bottom side, but we've got it. I'm gonna set the radiator back down, and I think we're ready to start buttoning this back up. All right, we had to move it inside because it's getting a little dark out there, guys. You wasn't gonna be able to see nothing. Let me tell you, those little plastic clips, man, those suckers can be a bear. We got a plastic clip in here where it was zip tied. We got another plastic clip in here. All the hoses are connected. Everything is sitting where it's supposed to sit. Everything looks good. I will tell you this, the main serpentine belt looks like it's in good shape, but the accessory belt going to the air conditioner, the accessory belt is a little on the worn side there. That's going to need to be replaced. I don't know if I'll get to it or not. I'm definitely going to take it in for an oil change, and we'll get these headlights cleaned up as well, probably in another video, and give it a bath and really try to clean it up some. But for now, we are going to fill her up with this genuine BMW Antifreeze. Look at that, exclusively formulated for Beamer. That's right, exclusively. I'm gonna fill this radiator up, make sure it's bled out real good, let it run for a little bit, and in case you didn't notice, I didn't put any of the plastics back yet, right? None of these plastics are reinstalled, and that air intake weird assembly is not reinstalled either. That's for a reason, guys. It's for a reason. I don't want to find out I got a problem with this after I've put it all back together. I'd like to be able to just pop it right back out, pop it right back in if there is an issue, if I forgot to tighten up a hose or something. Anything could happen. So I like to leave everything off until we let the system, you know, fully pressurize, make sure she's not leaking anymore. Guys, that's it. That's it. A little bitty radiator. Little bitty radiator. Let's fill her up and see how she does. All right, take a look at this beautiful blue BMW Antifreeze here. Kind of a blue-green color. Absolutely beautiful. All right, we'll fill it up, and then we'll find out if she's gonna leak or not. All right, sorry for the video quality if it sucks. She's warming up, the coolant is draining down. You can see the expansion tank right there. This is your bleeder right here. You don't want to touch this right now, it's kind of hot. I've got it opened up, and as you can see, you see a lot of little air bubbles blowing out it. Well, you want to make sure you get all the air bubbles out of the system before you go closing everything down. locking the cooling system down with air trapped in the head or something like that could be a big problem, guys. You could pop a head gasket that way. So basically now it's a matter of heat on full blast, running it, revving it up a little bit, and letting it down, revving it up, letting it down. You'll see when I rev it up, you should see some, there you go, see that? Oh, look at that spewing. That's beautiful. I think we about got her. Let's check the heat. You want to make sure you got good heat. I think we're about ready. We don't have good heat. That's no. That actually sucks. That is not very good for heat. It's warm, but that I wouldn't call that heat. Temperature is normal. She's getting there, guys. Hold on. Here it goes. Here it goes. Maybe the thermostat is just now coming open. And I know we got to get the little Audi down to exhaust, man. We really do. We got to get on that soon. I'm going to keep fooling with this for a few minutes, and we'll be back, hopefully, when I've got the cooling system figured out and nice and bled with some good heat. Well, guys, the only thing left to do is take it out for a drive. Unfortunately, it's dark out, so we're not going to go out tonight. I'll save that for you guys when it's daylight tomorrow. I've got her all buttoned back up. She's not leaking anything, despite all the mess on the floor there. Who else has a spouse that really, really loves Halloween? I can't be the only one, guys. Yep. She has decorated our yard. She did all this in a matter of maybe 30 or 40 minutes. Yep. Ooh. Spooky. Yep, it's Halloween. October 31st, 2021, guys. The year is almost over. Oh boy.
You best be careful where you tread on this dark night.
Yeah.
You don't know who you will run into. Creatures and creepy.
Oh wow.
Lurk out from every shadow. Why, I was just hiding.
This thing is literally 7 feet tall. And if that's not enough, yep, inside the house too. Well, it's the next evening, as I said, Halloween, and I have refilled the coolant a couple times. There's coolant all over the floor. I've moved the car backwards and forwards and gave it throttle and did everything that I could to make sure the system was nice and bled. Starts right up. The radio seems to have, it comes and goes, man. The radio was working. Now she's not. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the heat off. I got it to where we finally got good heat. This car has no check engine lights or anything, guys. So I'm going to throw on a seatbelt. We're gonna take her on the road, maybe even on the highway. All right, here we go on the road. Temperature is nice and cold, and we're gonna just, I guess we're just gonna go out, hit the road in her. And I think we're gonna go ahead and take it on the highway. I mean, we might as well make sure that the cruise control works and that it doesn't shake itself to pieces on the interstate or anything. So let's go ahead and just make sure, because this car is almost done, guys. Aside from, I think, getting the headlights cleaned and possibly an oil change, I think this car, oh, the windshield. I'm supposed to replace that windshield. I gotta get a quote on that, guys. If it's a reasonable price, I'll go ahead and get the windshield done. If it's not, then I'll just send it the way it is. But, yeah, this car is pretty much ready to go unless she overheats. And we're about to find that out now. She shifts nice and crisp, real crisp. I look down here at the gauges, right? I'm gonna smash it. Oh yeah. Get it, girl. Oh hell, that's 60. Crap. Oops. She is a good, strong, running little car. And very quiet. I've mentioned this before. Handles well. Like, you get no complaints from me on the way this thing rides or drives. Absolutely none. Heat works, air conditioning works, all the windows work. The top is a manual top, so it works. You can drop the top whenever you want. It's kind of, honestly, in my opinion, the top is kind of a pain to do on this, but I've heard a lot of you guys out there, you guys have said that you don't want the automatic top, that the automatic top is more trouble than it's worth, and I should be thankful that I have a manual top. So I'm gonna take your word for it, and I'm gonna be happy that I got the manual top version. The temperature is almost up to operating temp, which is about right considering I just got through smashing on it. All right. She's getting up to operating temp, and I think what we're gonna do right now is let's get it on the highway and let's see what it does. Make it or break it. Here we go. Let's floor it. Oh, 6,500 RPM. Whoa. Wow. Okay. Woo. Damn. Really? 75 miles an hour. Okay. Okay. All right, let's set the cruise control. The cruise control is down here, by the way. I think you just push this button forward. Yep, that's it. And cruise control is working. We are cruising at 70 miles an hour. Temperature is holding. And we've got no warning lights. Like, this blows my mind. Not even an airbag light. Nothing. Nothing. Should we kick it up to 75? Let's kick it up to 75, okay? Let's give her just a little bit more. And we'll set the cruise at 70, 76. 76. Temp is good. Everything is holding. The steering is nice and tight, and I think the best part is it's straight. The steering is nice and straight in this, guys. Wow. What did I pay for this? $425 or $450, something like that. This is cool. This is probably one of the better deals I have had in a long time. Next to this would probably be the Freightliner, and also the Audi A6 Avant. Insane deals here, guys. Insane deals. I'm gonna go ahead and get off the highway, but I want to show you. It's Halloween. We got some kids and, you know, candy to hand out and all that stuff. So just wanted to show you one more time. No issues, no funky noises. Even the top is nice and quiet. You don't hear a lot of wind noise blowing through or the top rattling around or anything. What a solid car. Now I'll say this, I'm gonna turn it back around. We're gonna get back on the highway again to go back. So we're gonna do this again just to double and triple check that this car is good to go. Here we go again. Floor to the floor, floor. Ah. Pedal to the floor. Let's just see what happens here. 90, 100, 105, 110. Woo! Hey, all I gotta say is if she didn't blow up now, she ain't blowing up, guys. Man, it's not fast. I don't want to make you guys think I'm sitting here going, oh my God, this car is so fast. It's truly not. But for having, what is under the hood of this? It's either a 1.8 liter or a little 1.9 liter. It's a teeny tiny little engine. And it does move. That much I'm going to tell you. It moves for a little bitty four banger, man. She gets it. She gets it. I don't know what else to tell you guys. For now, I'm gonna head back to the house. and I'll double check my coolant levels and everything. I also wanted to show you something else. Let me set the cruise control at, let me set it at 75. Yeah, we'll set the cruise at 75, and you can look down toward the bottom right, and you're gonna see like a fuel economy monitor. It's really nothing more than a vacuum gauge. But you'll see that that thing sits between 25 and 40. Even at 25, for a car from 1996, 25 miles a gallon, that's honestly not bad for a car like this. Not at all. All right, wish me luck. I'm gonna try to get back home. Cause I'm an island boy. I'm just trying to make it. Say I'm an island boy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we have made it. I want to show you the mileage. We've driven 27.2 miles. We have no warning lights on still. Temperature gauge is nice and in the middle, and when you turn the heater on, I know we don't have feel-o-vision. Oh, I'd be rich if I could invent that. But anyway, the heat is nice and hot, guys. Nice and hot. There's the old FedEx truck there, the Freightliner. And I gotta kind of wiggle my way in here because the cars, these smaller cars will bottom out. Easy, easy, easy. Yep, there we go. Come on, upsy daisy. And right there, the Audi A6 Avant Quattro. Right, let's pop the hood on this, take one more look. I think we're done. Well, here she is, ladies and gentlemen. The E36, the 318i. Just a little bitty, teeny tiny, naturally aspirated four-banger in a car that is, honestly, it's kind of, well, I don't want to say it's old as dirt. I'm older than this car, but honestly, I am truly impressed by this car's reliability. The fact that it has made it this many years, it's made it to 220-something thousand miles. Her factory keyless entry and keyless alarm still works. Wild. The automatic transmission still shifts through all the gears. Cruise works. Not a single warning light on. And as you can see, hopefully you can see, it's still full of coolant. All right, so we didn't lose any coolant. And the upper hose here, I'm going to be careful. It's kind of hot, but you can't see. Nice pressure on the cooling system, guys. That's a wrap. So I think in the next video of the 318, we're going to have one video of this car left. I anticipate it'll probably come out sometime this weekend. Maybe, we'll see. But what I anticipate getting done, the headlights cleaned. I may do them myself. I may send it to Walmart and have them do it and an oil change at the same time. Believe it or not, Walmart only charges like 20 bucks or something to clean those headlights. And I know you're like, well, or hell, they may charge 30. I can't remember. Last time I went there, it wasn't that much. And the kit to do it is like $20 by itself. If you can get somebody else to do it, even if it's 50, okay, let's just say for a minute it's $50 to have them do it. The kit itself is 20 bucks. So you're paying somebody $30. They're going to be in there changing the oil anyway. For 30 bucks, yeah, you can take your time. You can sand those headlights and polish them until they look perfect. Absolutely, I'll let you do that for $30. I'm sorry, guys. But in the next video, that's what I plan to do. I plan on getting the windshield replaced, oil change, headlights restored, give it a bath. We haven't cleaned it yet. It needs a good bath. Wipe down the interior real quick. Off to auction it goes. So I anticipate in about a week, this car should be sitting at Insurance Auto Auctions for any of you that may be interested in it. And yes, I know. I said I wanted to keep it. Guys, when are you going to learn? I'm sorry that I lead you up to this or that I lead you on. I don't do it intentionally. Every time I get a new car, I want to keep it. Every time. I can't keep them. I can't keep them. I have cars. I have a Hellcat wide body red. I have a Ram 2500. I have a Harley Davidson over here. I don't need any more cars, okay? I don't. And I'm like, right now, this next week, 1 week from this video, 1 week from today, I'm supposed to close on my new house. And at that point, we're going to begin the moving process. So As much as I would love to keep it, I don't need it. And I'm not going to drive it, and I'm not going to hold on to it till summer so I can ride around in a convertible. I'd rather sell it and let somebody else have it and let somebody else drive it. That's what these cars need. They need to be put back on the road and driven, not parked and left sitting. They've done enough of that. So not too far distant future, we're going to be working on this. I'm going to get back. I say back, we haven't really done much to it. We got a battery in it. It does start, it does run. We're going to get back to the, I don't even remember what year this is. 96 maybe 98, but this is the Audi A6 Avant. I have no idea what year this is. This is a 98. It's a 98 Audi A6 Avant Quattro with the 2.8, and I'm here to tell you, she's loud, but she runs. Now, if anybody can get me the code for this radio, I would just love you forever. I would love you forever if you could get me the code for that radio. In fact, I'm going to do you one better because somebody out there might be able to get it for me. Here is the VIN number. See, can you? No, that doesn't work, does it? It is W, Whiskey Adam Uranus, Delta Adam 24 Bravo 5 X-ray Nancy 000558. Okay, if we got any Audi folks out there that can get me the security code, I've already looked all through this thing. I can't find the dadgum books for it. Probably long gone, but I would love to have that radio working. I have gotten underneath it, and I have found that both catalytic converters have been chopped off, along with the flex pipes. That's real nice. They cut the flex pipes too. So I'll have to get down to the exhaust shop and see what they can do about that. We'll be doing that soon. I plan on trying to get on this car this week as well. So this car should be finishing up this week, and we should be getting started on this car this week. And God forbid if I buy something else. And if any of you watching know me, you know I probably will. I've got several cars on my watch list this week, including a couple in Louisiana. I don't know. If I end up in Louisiana, I'm going to go meet Swamp Boy's Garage, man. In fact, I'm going to put a link to those guys down below. Father and son. And let me tell you, man, they're an amazing team, an amazing combo. And the kid, I'm sorry, forgive me for forgetting y'all's names, man. I'm kind of on the spot here outside. Normally, I'd look that up first and I'd have it dedicated to memory here, but I don't. But the son, I think, does a lot or most, maybe even all of the editing. And I think that's really cool that the son is doing the editing. The dad is teaching him how to work on cars. So they can kind of teach each other some things, man. And it's just really enjoyable to watch these guys go out there and put these cars back together. Really enjoy them. I suggest you go check them out down below, guys. Swamp Boys Garage. They're out of Louisiana, man. Go check them out. I'm going to get out of here. Stay safe out there, everybody. Happy Halloween. Till next time, I will catch you all very soon in the next one.